Denmark has taken a clear stand. Prime Minister Mette Frederiksen made Denmark's position on Greenland public and private, and the European Union quickly backed both Denmark and Greenland. EU spokesperson Anita Hipper stressed the bloc will always defend sovereignty and borders, especially for its members. But tension is rising at home. Frederiksen faces pressure to explain how Denmark would respond if Greenland faced a military threat. With elections looming, critics want more than principles. They want real plans. Meanwhile, former U.S. President Donald Trump, who once wouldn't rule out using force to secure Greenland, is talking about the island again. On Air Force One, he avoided specifics, claimed Greenland was full of Chinese and Russian ships, and insisted the U.S. needed it for national security, saying Denmark couldn't protect it. Many saw this as old-school power politics. In Greenland, reactions were mixed. A pro-independence opposition leader said he wasn't worried and welcomed dialogue with Washington, even suggesting the U.S. might someday support Greenland's independence, noting Denmark's colonial past limits its moral authority. The renewed focus on Greenland came as Trump made headlines for authorizing a U.S. military operation in Venezuela that led to the capture of President Nicolas Maduro. Maduro was brought to New York and pleaded not guilty, just 2 days after U.S. Special Forces seized him in Caracas in a raid that reportedly killed dozens. The UN Security Council held an emergency meeting, with several countries calling the U.S. action an act of aggression. UN Secretary-General Antonio Guterres said it might have violated international law. Maduro insisted he's still Venezuela's president and called himself a prisoner of war. His wife, Cilia Flores, was also captured and pleaded not guilty. Trump defended the operation as a move to stop drug trafficking and control Venezuelan oil, saying the U.S. would manage the country for the foreseeable future. Critics called this a return to old-style imperialism in Latin America, sparking fears of similar U.S. moves elsewhere. Now, with Arctic tensions rising and the U.S., China, and Russia all eyeing new resources as the ice melts, Trump's talk of Greenland seems part of a bigger pattern. With the seizure of a foreign leader and renewed threats over Greenland, global worries are growing that the rules about sovereignty and restraint are being tested. The stakes are rising, not just for Denmark and Greenland, but for the world order itself.